guys. This is Rocky's training videos, or the beginning of it. And in this first video, I want to go over real quickly the behaviors he's been working on and talk about troubleshooting some of his tougher behaviors. So I will use the example right here where he's on his mat and I gave him several chew items to work on. So we have not trained in this room before. This is my kid's playroom. So outside of the video, there are just like toys and stuffed animals everywhere. This is also where my cat lives. So there's cat smells and it drives most dogs pretty crazy. So I've actually started this video several times, but he's just pulling stuff and getting stuff. So I'm like, what would I tell you guys to do? I would say, well, he's, right now he has energy, so we need to like focus that energy on something. So I'm gonna ask him to go park it, and I'm gonna give him something to work on his park it area. I'm not gonna expect that he's just gonna chill out all on his own when there's so many distractions in our environment. So we wanna meet his needs. So mental enrichment will help, and that means hiding food and toys. I would be feeding all of his meals out of some kind of food device. So the Kong wobbler, the tricky treat ball, a Snoop, anything. I would get several different things so that you're changing it up. Because Mr. Rocky is also very smart. So I think he's gonna figure out the different devices fairly quickly. So by changing it up, that will help. At home, I would also have a toy basket in any of the areas that you guys hang out in the most and rotate toys that are in there. You could hide little treats in there. But that way, if he's starting to go to other items, you can always send him back to his toy basket. So that's just on that. The other big thing that I know you guys have mentioned, I've definitely seen it, is he can be a little bit pushy. So say I'm sitting there and I'm throwing a toy for him, but then I'm done, right? I don't want to throw a toy anymore. He will go ahead and put the toy in front of me again, or then he'll pick it up and maybe drop it in my lap. Then maybe he'll bark at me. Then maybe he'll put his paws on the couch. So you see him going through all these behaviors to just go like, hey, play with me. So when we are done throwing the ball, when we're all done for that moment, I want you to give a clear, all done. And I want you to actually do your hands like this. So Rocky, all done. And then you absolutely do not throw that ball again for him until the next time you're ready to engage and play. And the next time when you want to play with him, I would have him sit, lay down, do something before you throw that ball. So food is a big reward for Rocky, right? He'll work for food, but Rocky will also work for toys. So I would integrate your training into the play. So I wouldn't just sit there and endlessly throw stuff for him. I would have him lay down and then I'll throw the ball. Have him do a touch, then I'll roll the ball. Okay, it doesn't matter. Have him do his behaviors to get you to throw the toys for him instead of him just dumping it in your lap and you throwing it. So, okay, so that was my little spiel on that. He definitely needs exercise. He loves group play, so you could do a doggy daycare, preferably one that's outside and large, so we'd have room to run and play. If he did start barking, I know another thing y'all were worried about was the barking. I said quiet, and that was his cue to stop barking. If he was outside and I said quiet and he did not stop, then he had to go inside. Okay, so he's not allowed just to stay outside and continue barking. When we are giving behaviors, I want you to say the word first and hand signal second. So when we're actually doing the training, if I said, Rocky, sit, I would present the behavior as going, sit, okay? Word first, hand cue second. So Rocky, down, down. Okay, so just try to separate those two things. If it is a fairly new behavior, definitely go ahead and reward it. If you're gonna be training him for a long amount of time, reward him for it. Give him a treat for it. Let him know you like what he's doing. If you're putting him in a new environment or more people are coming over, reward him for it, okay? You're gonna get more behaviors that way and you're gonna keep your behavior strong. That doesn't mean you have to reward every single little thing he does, but give him verbal feedback, throw the toy for him, pet him, praise him. Also, as you're training him, you can do several behaviors for one treat, and then work on having the treats out of your hand when you're asking. So I may ask him to do a few things, but then I'm gonna reward for my treat pouch or my pocket or maybe something that is a gift from me. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video, and then the next one we'll get started into actual training behaviors.